In this video, I'm going to show you how to make 3D components with curve size using the 3 different arc tools in Fusion 360. What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Nate Hibbert, and my goal is to help you guys learn the basics of Fusion 360. We're going to be jumping right into things today. Like I said, we're going to be checking out the arc tool and the 3 different ways you can use this one tool. So we're going to start right here at 3-point arc. The way I'm going to select that is again up here in this left hand side. I'm going to drop down this create menu by hitting the little caret and actually clicking anywhere on this create word and finding the tool arc, and then you're going to see that it actually brings out the 3 different arc tools that are available for us. So this first one is the 3-point arc tool, so I'm going to go ahead and click this, and then we can start recreating this design here. But actually, before we do that, I want to create the half of this box that isn't arched first with the line tool. So again, I'm going to go up here to my line tool. I'm going to make a line that is 100 millimeters long. I'm going to use the hotkey to bring that line tool back and create a line that is 30 millimeters long, just kind of matching this diagram that we have up there at the top. And instead of hitting escape every time, you can click on this green check to also finish off the line that you're doing and keep the line tool selected. And so I'm going to come down here and make another line that is 30 millimeters long. And then I can hit that green check again. And so now I'm ready to add that arc in here. So I'm going to go up here to the create drop down, find arc, find 3-point arc. And the way that this arc tool works is it's going to want you to click on the endpoints of where you want the arc to start and finish first. So I'm going to click on this point here, then the second point down here at the bottom, and as I draw this out or in, that's going to give me the arc. So if I go ahead and click that in, then you're going to see we get the same shape that we had up here at the top. Okay, so moving on along to the center port arc, and this is the one that I probably personally use the most. And we're going to do this by starting off a triangle but ending it with a side that is arced here. So I'm going to go up to my line tool. Again, I'm going to start drawing a triangle. These sides are going to be 80 millimeters long. I'm going to start another line with the hotkey L, draw this to 80 millimeters long, draw this out just so we can see this a little bit better. And I'm actually going to dimension this to 45 degrees before we add our arc in. That way I know exactly what the measurement of this arc is going to be. So I'm going to hit D on my keyboard, or you can go down to create, and the last option here is going to be sketch dimension. Again, that hotkey is D. So I can click that, and if I click these 2 points, it's going to tell me what this arc currently is, or the angle of this currently is. I want to make sure that that's 45. Again, we're just going off this diagram that I made up here at the top. And now that we have this all set, the last thing we need to do is sketch in that arc. So we go up to our create tool, we're going to go into arc, center point arc, and the way that this arc tool works is we're going to pick the center point off of which it's going to go by. That's why it's called the center point arc, and the center point for this arc is going to be this vertex here. So I'm going to click this point, and then I'm going to click now the start and end points for where I want the actual arc to be drawn. So I can click this point to this point, and there we go. We have our arc perfectly drawn in if this is the center point that we want to go off of. We hit escape and zoom out, you'll see that this is the exact same shape that I was able to draw up here. And so this one's really useful when you're just trying to close a gap, or when you have an angle that depends on the center point that you would like to draw off of. So moving on to the next one here, we're going to use the tangent arc tool. And for tangent arcs, there's actually 2 different ways that we can achieve that. So I'm going to show you both of them. So I'm going to start by making this shape, which will allow us to add these 2 tangent angles in. So I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to start about here, go 35 millimeters, down 35 millimeters, go across this 70 millimeters, and then do the same thing and draw 2 35 millimeter lines. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete out this center point so that we connect it with our tangent angles. So we're going to go up to our create, drop down to arc, and then the last tool that we have not used yet is tangent angle arc. I'm going to select that, and this one just asks us to select the start and end points, and it's as simple as that. So it's going to make a tangent line for us just by selecting 2 different points, as long as they can draw a tangent line there. The second way that we can do that is actually in our tools right up here. We can actually use the fillet tool while sketching to make a tangent angle as well. So I can hit this the fillet tool, select this line here, and if this is the tool where I want And if this is the line that I want it to be tangent to, I can select that, and then this gives us the ability to add a radius now to this. So if I go ahead and type in 35, now this tool is exactly symmetrical and gives us 2 different tangent arcs. So I just wanted to show you both ways that you can get tangent arcs that I'm going to show in this video. I know there are a lot more ways, and actually if you know more ways, you can leave them down in the comments below, because I'm always looking to learn more about this tool as well. But that is the 2 ways that I'm currently able to get tangent arcs. If you guys are interested in learning more about Fusion 360, I am putting together a playlist that I'll try to link here, where I'll be just putting together tips like this of straight to the point tips that I found extremely helpful when I first started using Fusion 360. If you're interested in anything else that I have going on in the 3D printing world, you can check the links down below in the description, as I'll always have more helpful links there as well. But until the next video, I'll see you guys around.